What is up guys, James here, welcome back, because today we're going to be doing conspiracy theories. Now I've actually been watching like a lot of conspiracy theories, and I've watched a lot from Shane Dawson, so I decided to do one because, you know, it's almost Halloween and we want to get into all these theories and stuff. Hopefully I can make it pretty good, I don't know. So some of these theories I'm about to tell you, you will probably already know them, but if you don't, hopefully, you know, you got to learn some new theories. Now this is my first time doing theories like these, so if I talk kind of weird or, you know, this video is kind of weird. So before we begin our theories, be sure to drop a like on this video and I'll see you in the end. So first up, we're going to be doing an actor named Keanu Reeves, okay? So many of you guys know him as the role as John Wick, and he's in like other types of movies, so he's actually like a really badass characters in all these type of movies, right? So there's a theory floating around that he's actually like an immortal soul that has been like going around for thousands of years in like different identities. I agree with this myself because, you know, here's a picture of him in 1994 and here's one in 2008. That's like a 14 years difference, and in my opinion, it looked like he got younger. It's kind of strange, I know, come on. So there was a Charlemagne, which is like a king, I probably pronounced that wrong. So this king lived in the year 742 and died in the year 814 due to some like lung issues, and he looked awfully similar to Keanu Reeves. I don't know. And there was a French actor named Paul Monet who was born in 1847, right? And he died in 1922, but his body was never found. And he also relatively looked close to Keanu Reeves as well. I don't know, man. He disappeared out of nowhere. Who knows? It was probably him. There are more people that look like him, but it'll go on for a while because, you know, it's not like I'm lazy or anything. What's scary about this is actually all the people that I'm naming right here are actually either famous or important. So he could have been possibly been transferring like souls life to life into the person he is today, Keanu Reeves. Whew. For our second one, we're going to be doing Bob Marley, and he's like a Jamaican singer. A lot of you guys know him. He's like really big around the whole world. Whenever I think of Bob Marley, I honestly think of like drugs and marijuana, you know, just to get out of the way. I don't know why. So this singer unfortunately died on May 11th, 1981 by metastatic melanoma. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a type of skin cancer that's very dangerous. It spreads out through the entire body. It was really bad, and he died because of that. Now this seems like an ordinary death, right? Because he was probably a heavy smoker, you know, he probably got cancer because of that, but no. So the theory that's going around is like many people believe that Bob Marley and some other reggae musicians, right, they were going to tell the public about the CIA on how they were going to kill this Jamaican Prime Minister Michael Manley. So after the CIA found out about this, they killed Bob Marley by poisoning him with cancer, and you know, that sounds just crazy, right? So the proof of this theory is before Bob Marley died, the High Times article that notes Carl Colby, a son of a late CIA director William Colby, had visited Marley in 1976, okay? And this was 5 years before he died. This is actually a reasonable amount of time for the cancer to spread throughout Marley's body, and you know, it's actually very highly possible. First of all, yeah, definitely a CIA is best friends with Bob Marley, a heavy drug user. They're probably best pals or something like that. Maybe Marley offered him a hit. On the serious note, it kind of smells fishy here. Or shall I say, smells like marijuana. Okay, I'm good. So everybody knows who Justin Bieber is, right? And if you don't, you've been living under a rock. I don't know what you're doing on here. So we all know Justin Bieber has caused like a lot of troubles, and you know, he's been very considered a douchebag to many people. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now? I think he's done very fucked up stuff, but now he's kind of cool to me. You know, he got bangers. Like, good job, Justin. So when he was a troublemaker, he got involved with the law. You know, he went to court and all that. So in this court case room, Justin Bieber was like being questioned and everything, and he seemed very annoyed, like really pissed off. Of course you would. I mean, if you're getting questioned by the court, I don't know. So then the court camera captured something very unusual. It was very strange on Justin Bieber, and which you will see right here.
Watch his eyes.
So now there are theories on Justin Bieber on him becoming like a lizard alien or a type of Illuminati. It was actually really weird. So like I said before, there was something like happening in his eye or something, and you know, I'll play that clip again right here. That's just crazy how your eyes can do that. I don't know. That's some shit you'll see on lizards and stuff. And maybe Justin is probably like a lizard. There actually might be a reason why he might even be a big pop star, because, you know, if Justin Bieber was like a lizard king or something like that, he has like a really huge fan base, you know. He can influence them and take over the world. Like, if you really think about it, that's actually like, could be something real. Okay, I'm getting sweaty in here. Oh, God. So Nicolas Cage is an American actor, okay, and he's one of the internet's greatest memes memes, and you know, you might recognize him from that. So the theory on Nicolas Cage is that he's actually a vampire or something like some type of creature that is immortal. So here's the proof. So there's a photograph dating back into like the American Civil War, and there's like a person on it, and he looks so similar to Nicolas Cage. It could be a coincidence, right? I don't know. So Nicolas Cage made an appearance on the late night show with David Letterman, and the host, you know, shows Nicolas Cage the photo of that picture that was taken, and he said this.
The guy's theory is that you look exactly the same now, and therefore that makes you a vampire.
Right.
That's the theory.
Yeah,
that's
except there's a photograph of me, and you can't take pictures. Now look, I don't drink blood, and last time I looked in the mirror,
He didn't really deny that he was immortal, but he just denied the fact that he didn't drink blood. You can't even see it. He looks uncomfortable, like he wants to keep it a secret or something. He doesn't want anybody knowing.
I heard about it, yeah.
Look at this. This is a guy finds this.
That's just like a little conspiracy theory right there. So there you guys have it. Those are some theories I looked up. You know, I gave a little bit of research. And, you know, I didn't do a lot of theories in here because I might bore you guys or something like that. Also, I just want to apologize if I like sound very weird on this video. Like, I'm not reading it correctly. I'm not pronouncing the word correctly. Honestly, I'm doing this all in one take. So if you guys did enjoy these theories, be sure to drop 10,000 likes on here. I will do more and probably a longer ones. Hopefully you guys don't know any of these theories and you learned something new. So if you guys enjoy this and you guys want to see more of me, be sure to add my Instagram down below. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe because I post every day and it takes about 1 second. And I'll see you in the next one.